Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Talk. It is the final show for August. It's August 26, 2023. I'm Daniel Blake. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a great week so far in terms of sports, particularly the World Athletics Championships, which is happening as we speak. The women's 4x4 team, they just qualified for the final, and a few minutes before that, the men did so as well. Jamaica doing some great things at this championships, and we are going to give you all the updates possible, give you all the news that we can, so that you can stay very much informed, pardon me. And remember, you can stay in touch with me on 876 997 3125. That's 876 997 3125. Tell me about some of your favorite performances so far, what you thought about our Jamaicans, particularly Sharika Jackson winning the women's 200-meter gold, as well as the 100-meter silver medal. Shelly-Ann Fraser Price in possibly her last World Championships, getting a bronze medal. And our field athletes are doing well, especially in the long jump. Wayne Pinnock and Tajay Gale, silver and bronze medalists in the long jump. Many people didn't see that one coming, and a lot of people didn't see Antonio Watson and Daniel Williams coming as well. Hansel Parchment also on the medal tally. So tell me about all of that. If you weren't supporting Jamaicans and you prefer to watch, Noah Lyles getting his gold in the 100 and 200 meters, or anything else that has stood out to you, any issue that you've seen or want to talk about, or you have a view that you want me to talk about, then 876-997-3125 is the place to do that. Once again, 876-997-3125. You can also leave those in YouTube and Facebook comments on Love FM's pages, where you can watch me live. So good afternoon or good morning or good night to everyone who is currently tuned in. Remember, you can also listen in on the internet, love101.org. You can listen on your radio from 101.1 all the way to 101.9. Or most importantly, you can download the Love FM app in the Google Play or Apple Store, depending on what smart device you have. Remember, it is free. So don't worry about, the App Store charging your card or anything like that. No, the app is free. So you can listen to Sports Talk every Saturday live, or you can listen to the show again, or if you missed it, you can play it back. They have a podcast feature where you can listen to Sports Talk and all the other programs. So the Love FM app is very, very good. So my advice to you, like I have been giving you for the last, maybe nearly 2 years, download the app. Trust me, you won't regret it. Okay. So like I mentioned, our Jamaican athletes are in action, or women's 4x4 team. They literally just competed. The moment I turned on my mic, they just crossed the line. So they are into the final of the women's 4x4, which takes place tomorrow. And the men, they are also through to the final. Later on this afternoon, the women's and men's 4x1 teams, they will be in action. I will read those teams to you very shortly, but we have a chance to add to our medal tally. So right now, Jamaica is third on the medal table. We have 3 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze. So equal across the board. Some people felt we might have been a bit higher, but look, 9 medals, you really can't complain. So those 3 gold medals, Sharika Jackson in the 200 meters, which we'll talk about that performance. You remember Wayne Pinnock? Antonio Watson in the men's 400 meters, and Danielle Williams in the 100-meter hurdles. We have three silver coming in: Sharika Jackson in the 100 meters, Wayne Pinnock in the long jump, and Hansel Parchment in the men's 110-meter hurdles. And we have three bronze: Shelly and Fraser Price in the women's 100 meters. We have Tajay Gale, our 2019 champion, with his last jump, getting into that bronze medal spot. So it was a huge, huge achievement for Tajay Gale, especially with everything that he has been through over the last few years since winning that title in 2019. And the third bronze medal, Rochelle Clayton, in the women's 400-meter hurdles. So once again, we have 9 medals. We are third on the table behind the United States. They have 23, 8 gold, 8 silver, and 7 bronze. And Spain, they're second on the table with 4 gold. No, they don't have any silver or any bronze. Now, the medal table, for those who may not know, it's not about the amount of medals that you win, it's about the number of gold medals you have. So Spain, they've only won 4 medals, but those 4 have been gold, so they're second on the medal table. And for example, let me give you another example. So Ethiopia, they have 8 medals, but they only have 2 gold, 4 silver, and 2 bronze. Now, again, some people might think they should be higher than Spain, but the medal table, they prioritize gold medals because hey, that's what track and field is about, right? I'm trying to win. And Spain, they have 4 gold medals. But Jamaica could move into second by the end of the day because, as I mentioned, the men's 4x1 team and the women's 4x1 teams, they go off at around 2:40 p.m. So that is another hour and a half. So they could add to their gold medal table. So in the heats, which was done yesterday, we had Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson Hera, Brianna Williams, and Shasha Lee Forbes, and they won that pretty comfortably. Some people are a little concerned with some of the handoffs, but you know, it's neither here nor there. So they are through to the final. Now let me give you the team for the final. So a lot of people saying that Elaine Thompson Hera, who finished fifth at our trials, should be kept in the team over Natasha Morrison, who was rested for the final. But the team for the women's 4x1 later this afternoon. So it will be Natasha Morrison, Shelly and Fraser Price, Shasha Lee Forbes, and Sharika Jackson. Sharika Jackson was also rested for the heat because, as you know, maybe a few minutes after those heats, she ran in the women's 200 meters where she did a spectacular time. So the women's 4x1 team again: Natasha Morrison, Shelly and Fraser Price, Shasha Lee Forbes, and Sharika Jackson. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, why them taking out Elaine? Elaine is a proven champion. Look, we have trials for a reason, and I know that because of some inconsistencies from the coaching staff and everything in the past, you know, but in this specific case, Sharika Jackson, Shasha Lee Forbes, and Natasha Morrison were the top 3 at our national trials, and Shelly and Fraser Price had the bye, being the world champion heading into this championship. So therefore, those 4 take precedence. Now, Yes, Elaine is an obvious legend of the sport. What she's done so far, she's helped us win several medals. But unfortunately, she didn't finish in the top three at our trials. So I know Sona love Elaine, and I know that you don't want to necessarily fix something that's not broken, but Shashali Forbes and Natasha Morrison have literally earned their place. Yes, they might not be doing 10-8 or 10-7s like Sharik and Shelly and possibly a super fit Elaine, but they worked hard and they deserve to be on this team. And it's not like there's some high school girls. They're not 13 and 14 and you're putting your hopes into athletes who are just learning the trade. These are two very experienced sprinters who have medals to their names, right? So hopefully next year Elaine can sort herself out in terms of, she will be injury free, that the coaching situation will go well, so that when the 4x1 comes around in Paris, that there won't be any questions, but that she will be part of the team. But until then, Shasha Lee Forbes and Natasha Morrison deserve their chance, and we look forward to them clashing with their competitors, including the United States, who have a strong team, but any team with Shelley and Fraser Price and Sharika Jackson is a strong team. So the men's 4x1 team, Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville, Raheem Ford, and Rohan Watson, they did the heats as well. But I don't know if you heard about the controversy. Taekwondo Tracy, who was selected to be part of the relay team, he was removed from the team, and it was reported that Kadrian Goldson, who wasn't initially selected, he was added late on. And Taekwondo Tracy went on his social media pages and explained the situation, and he and the head coach of the team, Maurice Wilson, kind of went tit for tat, and it caused, I would say, a little unnecessary drama. And so, to be safe, they avoided, I guess, further drama by just sticking to the top four from the trials. So Oblique Seville, Ryan Ford, and Rowan Watson, who represented us in the 100-meter individual event, and Akeem Blake, who finished fourth at the trials. So those four were selected. Now, to be very honest with you, I don't really want to get into that drama between Taekwondo and the staff. My thing is, why wouldn't you have run the best team from the very beginning? Like, why did it have to reach a stage where Taekwondo had to make up noise for you to be like, all right, let's just use the four that we intend to use for the final? Because Oblique Seville not doubling, so he was rested. So was Raheem Ford and Rohan Watson and Akeem Blake as well. And as we have seen over the last few editions of major championships, we haven't been super successful in the men's 4x1. So why not just, use those four from the very beginning, and have somebody like Taekwondo Tracy waiting in the wings, instead of, telling him or making it seem like he was going to be part of the heats, and then you're bringing in another athlete who wasn't initially selected, or whatever the true story is. So the original four, they did very well on Friday, and so we wait to see what they do later this afternoon. We'll talk about some more of our performances at the World Championships, and you're going to hear some interviews as well, including from Sharika Jackson, who absolutely blew away the field in the women's 200 meters. So stay with us right here on Sports Talk.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
Get your Western Union back to school bonus from now until September 22. 50 winners of $10,000 every week. Millions in scholarships of up to $100,000 each. And double your Western Union money transfer in your GK1 wallet to get you ready for the new school year. You could be one of over 300 winners. Just download the GK1 app, receive a Western Union transfer in your GK1 wallet, and you're automatically entered to your back to school bonus. Visit gkmsonline.com for all the rules. Authorized under Section 58.
The Jamaica Customs Agency and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency are advising that as of September 1, 2023, air passengers to Jamaica must complete their Immigration Customs Passenger Declaration or C5 form online at enterjamaica.com. Air passengers, go electronic with C5. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For more details, you may contact the Jamaica Customs Agency at 876-922-5140 and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency at 876-754-7422.
It's Youth Festival 2023 under the theme New Beginning with Christ Winning. Friday, August 25 to Sunday, August 27 at the Philippa Baptist Church, 9 William Street, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Join the evangelistic meeting at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, August 26, we kick off the day at 9 a.m. with free health checks for children, games, rides, information, and talk with Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2023, Audrey Cameron, and our Big Bad Gospel Concert featuring John Mark Wigan, Rondell Positive, and more. You can't afford to miss this excitement. Come win with us.
Let's get up and go. Time to explore.
Montego Bay, Love 101 is bringing I Love Summer to you for our final tour stop on Saturday, August 26th at Harmony Beach Park. Come out early. Gates open at 10 a.m. for rides, food, fun, giveaways, and vibes. Don't miss the Sound Clash at 5 p.m. with Colleen Beckles, Becky Blaze, and Nadine Blair, the Princess of Praise, hosted by DJ Rebirth. After that, rock with Prince Saj. Orville Sutherland. O'Shane Mays. Petra King.
I look down the road and I wonder.
Papa Sad. And more.
Distinction College will be registering students and announcing the winner of their short course scholarships. Come sign up for your Price Smart membership and don't forget the giveaways courtesy of Pure Clear Water and Butterkiss.
Concert tickets are only $1,000. Buy your tickets at all Fontana outlets island-wide now, or call or WhatsApp 876-432-5034. I love summer, and we know you do too. See you there.
Oh, I love it. I love summer. I love it. Let's get up and go. Time to explore.
Do you know why
Hi, I can't wait to go to I Love Summer on August 26th. I know why. There'll be fun rides for kids all day. Exactly. Bounce boat, mechanical bull, slide, and trampoline. Plus, the train, Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, fun cycles, and jumbo water slide. And the rides are cheap. Just $300 for each ride or $2,500 for unlimited rides all day. I know nobody wants to miss the excitement, games, and music. We love summer, and you should too.
The station of choice, above the noise. Love 101. The family station.
Hi, I'm Shelly and Fraser Price, and you're listening to Love FM, the family station.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on Love 101. We are still talking about the World Athletics Championships, which is happening right now. So if you are near your TV, just put that on mute and listen to me. But no, it's been a fantastic championship so far. And as I mentioned earlier, Jamaica currently third on the medal table, 3 gold, 3 bronze, and 3 silver. One of those gold medals coming from Sharika Jackson now in the women's 100 meters, which took place on Monday. You could see the somewhat disappointment in Sharika Jackson. Was the favorite for many, and up until maybe 70, 80 meters, we thought that she would have won that gold. But Sha'Carri Richardson in lane 9, coming out of nowhere, it seemed, and ran a championship record. And I know that, she's had a run-in with the Jamaican fans or so forth, but she is now the world champion. She's proven herself to be one of the best in the world and arguably one of the best ever. So Sharika Jackson finishing second and Shelly and Fraser Price third. Shelly doing extremely well, especially at her age. Remember, she has been running at a very high level since 2008. That is, 15 years? That's absolutely incredible. But Sharika Jackson, who many felt would have gotten the double, she was, seemingly disappointed. But in the women's 200-meter final, she was playing no games. So she looked very serious in the heats and the semis. And then in the final, 21.41 seconds, not just a personal best and a national record, but a championship record. Last year, she did 21.45 in Eugene. This time, 21.41, still a little short from Flojo's record of 21.34. But that 21.41 is mind-blowing, and I said it during the week because there was no wind. The wind reading was 0.0. So, if the wind was at least 1.0, close to 1.5 or whatever, Sharika Jackson would have broken that world record, in my opinion. But 21.41 in a race with Gabby Thomas, who was second in 21.81, Sha'Carri, who was third in 21.92, Julian Alfred, who was looking good in 22.05, Marie Jose Talu, who was doing well too. This was a stacked field, and Sharika Jackson made it look like it was just an ordinary day. 21-4-1, and one of the best pictures to come from that final was Gabby Thomas. When she was hugging Sharika, she looked up on the screen and she saw Sharika do 21-4-1, and her mouth was wide open. She was so stunned. She could not believe, not talking about herself getting that silver medal, but that Sharika did 21-4-1, and Sharika was, almost nonchalant about it. That was absolutely fantastic. So Sharika with the gold in 21-4-1, Gabby Thomas second in 21-8-1, and Shakari Richardson in 21.92. And speaking of that, they spoke after the race at the post-race press conference, all three, starting with Sharika on her feeling after the win.
21-41, he asked me if I'm disappointed. Definitely not. It's a personal it's a personal best. So it's just I am grateful, to run a personal best, a championship record. I'm healthy. I'm super grateful. I don't think I'm disappointed. To run that fast, no, definitely not.
Next question. Daniel Wheeler from the Queen of Jamaica. Sharika, congratulations. You're the first Jamaican to win back-to-back titles since Merle Nati. What does that accomplishment mean to you, and how much, I guess, desire and fire in the belly was there after the 100?
It feels good to be back-to-back champion. After the 100, Coach and I spoke, and he was like, look, the 100 is already gone. It's time to focus on the 200. 200 is my baby. I love all of it, but the 200 is my baby, and I just wanted to come out here and execute my own race. When I saw that I was behind everybody, I was like, I wish I was in front. But as I said, I just wanted to execute my race, and I think I did pretty good tonight. Except
Anderson Emerald here, the final leg. Question for Gabby. How do you feel coming off of last year where you dealt with the injury to now come back and finally get back on the podium and, improving on your Olympic bronze to silver now?
I mean, that is an amazing feeling. I think I learned a lot, and my coach and I learned a lot from last season, and I think we did everything really well this year and prepared myself accordingly. I mean, I showed up to the line and I was fit and I was healthy and I was in a good space mentally and physically. That being said, it's just another world championship under my belt, and I think I'm gaining a lot of experience. So I am just really excited to get back to training and work on it next year.
My question is for Sharika. This is Jonathan Gold from Let'sRun.com. Sharika, when you crossed the finish line, you looked up at the scoreboard and you were looking at it for quite some time. I was wondering what was going through your mind when you were looking up that.
Honestly, when I crossed the line and I saw the time, I was like, I'm close, But definitely, I wrote 2 times on my beat today, and the slowest I wrote was 21:40. I got 21:41. So definitely, as I said, for me, I just wanted to see the race. Every time I finish, I just want to see the race before I celebrate. I never know if it was legal, because I don't want to be celebrating and it's not legal. So I just wanted to look up and I saw it. I was like, okay then. I was super exhausted though. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm kind of under the weather, so it's not a disappointed look like, oh, I don't know, because I rode 2 times on my bed.
What was the other time you rode?
Yes. But I definitely can show you the 21:40. But it's definitely faster than 21:40.
Question for Sharika Ronaldo from Israel today. Yeah, okay. As all journalists, we know that women's world records from the 90s, 80s can't really be trusted. Don't you just feel the world record, that you are the world record holder?
Firstly, and I said this last year, I'm not one of those athletes who question anybody world record. If a person has never failed a test, I cannot comment on any world record. It is the world record. When you see that time comes up, you will see championship record, world record. So I'm not the world record holder, I'm a championship record holder.
Thank you. Last question from there.
This is for all of you guys, or if one of you guys just want to answer. But first, congratulations to all you ladies. I won't talk too long because they tried to get me last time. But after y'all finished racing, it was so many beautiful pictures that pop up of each of you like hugging each other, just giving each other love. And I just want one of y'all, oh my God, y'all gonna make me laugh. I just want one of y'all or all of y'all to just talk about like how amazing it was to just podium with each other and just, you know, see smiles on each other's faces and knowing that y'all ran your hearts out.
Well, I'm sorry. I would say regardless of, you know, what the media may say, what, you know, different countries may try to do to, you know, big up others rather than, you know, put down others at the same time. I feel like at the end of the day, we all understand that when we get on the track, we put our best foot forward. We understand the hard work it takes to be the athletes that we are. So when we all cross that finish line, we, you know, we at least give each other the minimum of respect that, look, I understand what you did to get here, so I respect you for that. So I feel like we all understand each other to a certain level, regardless of what y'all media may say.
Yeah.
They could have said it better.
Next question. Right. Okay.
Yes, David Bush with Dystat. This is for Gabby. You still have ambitions of running in the finals of the 4x1 and 4x400 relays?
I hope so.
My question is to Sharika. After the 100, obviously Sha'Carri won, and she kind of took a gold medal or the title from a Jamaican. Did that put a little bit of pressure on you, knowing that you had to keep this one for Jamaica?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. As I said, the 200 is my baby. It's been a while since the US has won a gold medal in the 100. Definitely there was no pressure.
Just to follow up on that, the USA and Jamaica, it's one of the best rivalries, and it's the best rivalry in track and field. Sha'Carri, you can answer this in terms of how do you feel to kind of write this chapter and what I hope will be in terms of more battles for years and years to come, specifically after this season where you've achieved your first world title.
Well, I would actually say I'm glad that the win that I had within the 100 this World Championship actually brought unity. I remember when I lost to these beautiful women, you know, it was more so this country is better than this country, but now all of a sudden I won. It's all about unity and sisterhood. So I'm glad that I can be that glue that brings us together and not divide us anymore. And even though we're competitors, that doesn't mean that we have to be enemies.
Hi, Mills from Inside Lane. Not wearing my t-shirt today. It's just a that question. How are you guys going to celebrate? Because you guys are great. I know you've got the 4x1. I hear it. What's happening today? What's happening?
I'm going to celebrate with ice bath.
I'm not going to celebrate. Probably not now. Probably after the 4x1.
This is for Gabby. Gabby, when are you notified about the relays? When do they tell you if you're going to be on the relay team?
That's a good question.
With an answer or without an answer?
I guess we'll find out tomorrow when we run, and then the next day when we run the 4x4.
We have time for 2 questions, if you would like to take. Okay, Jolita.
So today, the Jamaican women and the USA women both did amazing in their prelim qualifiers to go to the finals. And so I just want to know how excited you guys are to compete against each other, assuming that y'all are on the relays, since we're being mysterious, especially after watching how amazing you guys performed today.
I feel like, well, I know it's fine for everybody, but I just feel like it's always a great experience watching the 4x1 women from Jamaica and US do their thing. Every time they line up, we have both countries have some of the fastest and best women in the game. So I feel like it's going to be exciting no matter who lines up on there, no matter who's going to be on it. It's going to be a really good, interesting race. So y'all stay tuned for whoever is going to be on there.
And the final question.
Sharika, I love your game face that you had running the 200 meters, and you seem to have it now. Looking forward to the 4x100 meters. Last year, Jamaica lost, and I couldn't believe it. We had a tremendous team, but US picked us. How ready are we for the Americans this year?
It's always good to line up with the best of the best, and I think once we put a team together, we're definitely coming out there to do our best. Hopefully we get gold. So definitely, as I said, once we put the team together properly and execute, I think we always have this baton problem, but once we pass the baton around safely, then anything is possible.
Anything is possible indeed with Sharika Jackson speaking after her championship record run 21.41 in the women's 200 meters to get that gold medal, beating Gabby Thomas, who you also heard from, and Sha'Carri Richardson, the two Americans. So Sharika Jackson, the gold medalist there. Speaking of gold medalists, like I've been telling you, or women, they get in action later this afternoon at around 2:40 p.m. in the women's 4x1 final. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson were two members of the team who qualified through the heats on Friday. So let's hear from Elaine, but first, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
I like to be honest. Yeah. We've been able to do some practice, not like, most teams, because it's so different for us. We were able to trust each other tonight. We had some changes. I'm not saying we didn't do anything. We had changes. Would we like to do more? Sure. We always like to do more to make sure that we're perfect what we're doing. But as it stands as of now, we're able to get to the finals, and I think we should be happy with that. We put ourselves in a good position to really come out here tomorrow and deliver something big.
And then you mentioned your hair. What's the inspiration for this year? Because every year there's a different inspiration.
Somebody said I'm going through the elements. So I had fire, so this is water.
It is beautiful.
So I guess tomorrow we're having the wind and the earth. I don't know. I'll think about it. I have a couple, so I'll decide tomorrow.
Just one question for me. You make running look so easy.
I don't know.
No, just
it's
talk
hard.
about that. Let's talk about that,
I think it's about loving what you do and being passionate about what you do, and never allowing people to write your script. Just roll with your own, plans and goals, and trusting your journey, because every single person, your journey is different from mine, and I have to trust my journey, and I love the journey that I'm on, because at the end of it, it continues to teach me patience and perseverance, teaching me that, at the right time to celebrate every moment that I have, and every time I step on the line, that's me giving God glory for the talent that He has given me. And it's about joy and enjoying what you do, because I could not have been here this year. So I'm here, so I definitely like to celebrate each moment.
One question, how much did you learn so well into you this year? As an athlete doing this for a sport that's not so known all over the world.
Yeah, it definitely feels good, because I think for a couple of years I've been nominated, and I've been doing this for a long time, and it definitely just shows you that, the moment that you've been waiting for takes time and takes effort, but you just have to continue to put in the work, continue to build on the work, and just trusting that your accomplishment will speak for itself, and also sending the right message, just to young girls and women, that when your moment comes, celebrate it and hold it with both arms and just enjoy. Did you send
So, Elaine Thompson here. You're here at the World Championships again. I know it's not individual, but how did it feel to get out there on the track for the first time this week?
It's been a good pleasure to be here. I got a good blowout, even though I wasn't in for the individual, but I'm still excited to be here, to be a part of the relay pool, and I think I did pretty well. We have done lots of exchanges. We trusted each other to pass the baton around. We got a season's best, and for the finals of that chemistry to get the changes well and to be on the podium, hopefully.
How does this year of practicing exchanges compare to previous years at championships?
This one is pretty good because we get most days to practice, and normally we'd have exchange after the 200, which is a bit limited. So this time we get more days to practice, and I think it was very fun, and that's how we get the chemistry to get the baton to reach on safely.
And you have a big smile. I know, of course, you're feeling good about the relay, but I'm sure you're feeling good about preparation coming into the World Championships.
Yeah, I can't dwell on the past. The season has been a tough one. I think I've cried too many times. I think I can smile more now. And to shove that aside and to just focus on the future ahead.
There you go.
Thank you.
And then this is the first time that you are at a World Championship. You're just watching everybody running.
I know, right? It feels very weird, but I mean, I think it's a hard pill that I swallow, but there are injuries, you cannot pass them when it comes on. I tried my best, and I think I've known how to deal with injury, but not to be on the team individually. That hurts my heart, but I don't want to talk about that much because I think I've passed that, and I want to focus on the further races I have for the future and to help the team to qualify. So I think our next day we'll talk about that, but not at this moment because I'm too happy to talk about what has gone. So
I'm more interested in the last 7 days.
Yes,
just waiting. What have you been doing?
I've trained and I have watched the championship that's been going really well. Last night was very exciting to see we get so much medal in one night. I mean, to see our national flag, the medals keep coming in. I think they're doing pretty good so far.
Last question. The Olympic year, there was so much talk about the world record. It didn't go down because all of you were running so fast. Should we expect something special this year?
Honestly, my main focus is to focus on my injury and to get in each race that I can and to just take it step by step, race by race next season. You know, everybody talk about the Olympic season. I'm a double Olympic champion, double. But the key for me is to just stay focused, not to listen to the noise and to just keep working, and to not put any pressure on myself, just to stay healthy. Once I'm healthy, you know what's going to take place.
When you're fit, you blow it.
Yeah.
And that is true. A fully fit Elaine and a fully focused Elaine is arguably the fastest woman alive. She is the fastest woman alive right now, until she is dethroned. But if she's able to get back that 2021 form, it's going to be absolutely scary. So you heard from Elaine and Shelley and Fraser Price, who helped Jamaica qualify for the women's 4x1 finals on Friday. They did 41.70 seconds to win their heat, but the United States, they had a faster time, which doesn't matter. They went in heat 2 and they clocked 41.59 seconds. But in the final, it's going to be quite interesting. So the final will actually be at 2:53. The men's 4x1 final is going to be at 2:40. I can't remember last time a women's relay ended a championship, a day of a championship, I should say. Usually the men's events take precedence. But hey, you know, the women have been the stars over the last few years. You've heard me say that on my monologue a lot of times. So we wait to see 2:53 p.m. That's Jamaica time, wherever you are around the world. Ensure that you have the correct time. So if you are, so don't say that Daniel tell you 2:53 and it's 1:50. What time it is where you want to know what I mean. Just ensure that you have the right time. All right, so we have more to talk about at the World Championships, tell you what's on for the rest of the day and what's going on Sunday and so much more. So stay with us right here on Sports Talk.
As our family grows, our home internet needs have grown too.
And now, with Flow's fiber-fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage, we're always connected in any room at home.
With Yard on Road Plus, get 500 megabits per second of fiber-fast internet, smart Wi-Fi, plus unlimited mobile on the go. All for the special offer of only $6,999 plus GCT a month. Fiber-fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage inspired by you. Visit a Flow store today. Conditions apply.
If I can, you can, we can, and we can. Hey, you know see your ears we are do it. Not the basic, greater the prey. Out of many one paper, my J. All of we have the same energy. Hey, we got that flavor, Jamaican flavor. We got that flavor, Jamaican flavor. Blast your Jamaican flavor because you can. Pepsi.
In 2022, 51 projects were completed under the Urban Renewal Program. This includes zinc fence removal, installation of solar lights and street signs, and the upgrade of parks and green spaces. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is reviving the urban landscape, renewing communities for a better tomorrow.
Blue Ribbon rice means consistent quality. It's sodium-free, cholesterol-free, and fat-free. Add the consistent quality of Blue Ribbon rice to your meal today. Distributed by TK Granted Distributors Limited.
B&S Events and Vacations invite you to Couples Retreat Rekindle Marriage Still a Key at Couples Swept Away, November 17 to 20, 2023 for 2 nights. The rate is 125,000 Jamaican dollars. For 3 nights, the rate is 187,500 Jamaican dollars. Sponsored by Crosslinks Productions, Love 101 FM, CGTV, and Couples Resorts Jamaica.
My Mega
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
Never before and nowhere else will find this level of excitement and exuberating niceness. It's the Clash of the Trincenarians, hosted by DJ Rebirth, the ultimate and final sound clash, and it's happening this Saturday at I Love Summer Harmony Beach, Montego Bay, beginning at 5:30 p.m.
Join me, Colleen Beckles, Auntie Colleen, aka Becky Blaze, as I come with the hits and nice up the place.
And I'll be there, Nadine Blair, Praise Princess, Princess of Praise, walk with the dancing shoes and run with the heavy face.
It's the Clash of the Trincenarians, Becky Blaze and Praise Princess, as Love 101 celebrates 30 years of music, family, and love. The music clash with Auntie Colleen and Auntie Nadine happens this Saturday, August 26 at 5:30 p.m., right before the big show at 6 p.m. with Papa San and more. It's all good, it's all fun, it's all love.
Everybody jump, jump, jump.
Let's get up and go. Time to explore.
Yo, this is Papa San. I'll be at Love 101 FM I Love Summer Tour, and the final stop will be at the Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, August 26th. Don't miss it. Check it, bless it, respect it. Yeah, that me love about you. And remember, get your tickets early. Yeah? And showtime is at 6 o'clock. Yeah. Jesus make me smile again, scream again, laugh again. Yeah. I love it.
I love summer. I love it. I love summer. Oh, I love it.
101.1, 101.3, 101.5, 101.7, 101.9. Love is all you need.
Hi, I'm Shelly and Fraser Price, and you're listening to Love FM, the family station.
Around 9 minutes to go before we have to leave it here in Sports Talk. We've been focusing on the World Athletics Championships. Our athletes have been putting on a show, and they currently are third on the medal table: 3 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze, with a potential to add to it this afternoon. So Danielle Thomas Dodd in the women's shot put, which is happening live right now. She was in that third spot for a little while, but she's now slipped down to fourth. So Danielle Thomas Dodd just outside of the medal position in the final of the women's shot put. She's done 19.59 meters. Just ahead of her is Dongmo of Portugal, who has 19.63. Sari Mitten is in the silver medal position in 19.90. And Chase Ely, I don't think she will lose that gold medal. She has 20.35 meters. So Danielle Thomas Dodd is going to need to she's going to need to produce a better throw of 19.63 if she's going to move into that bronze medal position. And she's going to have to go above 19.90 meters to get in that silver medal. But Danielle Thomas Dodd, who got that medal back in 2019 in the women's shot put. So we look forward to seeing her. And like I mentioned, or men and women's team will go in the 4x1 finals. The 4x1 for men starts at 2:40 p.m. Jamaica time. So Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville, Raheem Ford, and Rowan Watson. And then at 2:53, Shelly and Fraser Price, Sharika Jackson, Shasha Lee Forbes, and Natasha Morrison, they will compete in the women's 4x1 final. So we will see at the end of the day how many medals we can add. On Sunday, we will be in action in 4 events. So the women's high jump in that will go off at 1:05 Jamaica time. Lamara Distin is in the final. She had one of the best clearances in 1.92 in the high jump. So we look forward to seeing if she can get that medal. At 1:45, Adele Tracy, she will go in the women's 800-meter final. Natoya Gould, who we're used to seeing in that final, unfortunately didn't make it out of that semis, but Adele Tracy did a personal best time, and she will try to get as close to a medal as possible. It won't be easy, but Adele Tracy has had a great championship, getting the national record in the women's 1500 and now in the final of the 800 meters. So congratulations to her. Then at 2:37 p.m. Jamaica time, the men's 4x4 team will go on. And then at 2:47, the women's 4x4 team will try to get gold. And it might be a little easier to get gold for our 4x4 team because while the show was going on, the United States, remember the heats were going on while the show was going on. The United States, their women's team have been disqualified for a late baton change. So they went over that restricted area that they needed to pass the baton in. So the United States, who were clear favorites for that 4x4 gold medal, won't be in that final. So Jamaica has a legitimate chance of getting gold on Sunday afternoon. So we will wait and see. Remember, it's not so track and field go. You don't just show up and you get a gold medal. You actually have to go out and perform. But as chances go, hey, you won't get it any better than that. So the women's high jump, the women's 800 meters, the men's 4x4, and the women's 4x4, that's what will end the championship. Tomorrow is the final day, day 9, and Jamaica has had quite a bit of success. So once again, our 3 gold, Sharika Jackson in the 200-meter final, 21.41 seconds to shatter her own record that she set last year. Antonio Watson, who just 2 years ago was at our boys champs. Many people crucified him for his celebration, but 2 years on, he goes to Budapest, goes in a very experienced and talented field, and comes out with the gold medal, 44.77 seconds. And Daniel Williams, our other gold medalist, back in 2015, she stunned the world getting that gold. And this time around, with a feel of, Kenny Harrison, Toby Amusan, Jasmine Camacho Quinn, for Daniel Williams to come out and get that gold medal, absolutely superb. We have 3 silver medals, which Sharika Jackson owns one of them. In the women's 100 meters, she got silver, 10.72 seconds. Or other silver medalist Wayne Pinnock, who did 8.50 meters in that final, 8.54 meters overall, which he did in qualification to get that silver. And our other silver medalist, Hansel Parchment, 13.07 seconds in the men's 110 meter hurdles. And our 3 bronze medalists, Shelley Fraser Price, our legend, 10.77 seconds. Rochelle Clayton in the women's 400 meter hurdles, 52.81, which is a personal best for Rochelle Clayton, and she's only getting better. And our final bronze medalist, Tajay Gale, 8.27. So great championship so far for Jamaica. And as I mentioned, we wait to see what our relay teams do, our men's and women's 4x1 teams, as well as our men's and women's 4x4 teams. So keep watching, keep enjoying the championships, and next week we will talk about some of those top performances, and then over the next few weeks we will try our very best to get some of the athletes to come and talk here on Sports Talk about some of their performances. But that's all the time that we have today inside Sports Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember that Sports Talk happens every Saturday afternoon from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on Love 101. Hope that for those who are in Jamaica, that you're on your way to Montego Bay, or if you're already there, great, because the final show for I Love Summer is happening there with great performances, and the love personalities are there waiting for you. Despite the rain, go out, bring an umbrella, raincoat, whatever it is, and go out and enjoy yourself. But until then, from me, please enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, stay dry, and watch some sports, and particularly the World Athletics Championships in Budapest.